Hey guys, Richard here with freedomlifenow.com, and in this video I want to answer a question I've been getting from a lot of you that are online and wanting to create that freedom in your life and leave your 9-to-5 job, and you're wondering when's the right time? When's the right timing to leave your 9-to-5 job to where you can just run your own business online, or you've created some kind of financial freedom like we teach and coach a lot of people, and you're wondering, hey, when's the right time that I can step away from my job and just live life on my terms and or run my businesses, or have that passive income to where I can just completely have that freedom to live life on my terms? When can I, when's the right time to do that? And we get that question a lot. We just recently got that question as well, yet again the other day, and I want to take some time to go ahead and answer this. I had the same question myself when I was still working as a full-time network engineer and pursuing freedom like I have today, to where I was able to just leave my 9-to-5 career as a senior network engineer working remote for a company, to where now I just live life on my terms with my family, with my wife and 2 kids, and it's just priceless, to where you don't have to work because someone else is telling you to, or a boss. You don't have to ask for time off. You can literally live your dream. You can literally live life on your terms and do what you're passionate about. And even if it's a business or something you want to work at, then you can do it because you want to, not because you have to. And that's the key, right? The key is to work on things because you want to and because you're passionate about them, not because you have to. And a lot of you are pursuing that, and you're asking yourself, hey, when's the right time? When's the right time where I can just make that decision now to step away from my full-time job and fully accomplish my goals and dreams, right? And so now there's going to be a couple answers to this, okay? And so the first step and the first piece of advice I would give to you is to know your budget, like to know what it takes for you to live. So the first step in you defining, hey, when's the right time for me to leave my job is to have a clear picture of what it takes in your life, your daily life, your monthly life, as far as financial expenses for you to live, for you to pay all of your bills, for you to cover all your expenses, your food costs, your housing, electricity, utilities, phone, all those things. You want to write that down, get an itemized list, and really have a clear picture of your budget. Like really have a, of all the things that you would need and what you really need on a monthly basis, as far as expenses goes and finances goes, to make sure you're paying everything and you're getting by and everything's taken care of. So once you have that number, then what we need to do is then take that number and say, okay, where is your business at, and where is your passive income that you've been working on, that you've been growing like we teach? Has your income from your business or your passive income gotten to the monthly level where you're actually making what you would need to cover all of your monthly expenses? And some people say it's wise to wait to leave your 9-to-5 job until you've consistently replaced your income, whatever that budget amount is, for at least 3 to 6 months. That you want to make sure you've hit that consistently, so that hey, this is something I'm doing month in and month out, so I know that I'm good now to probably go ahead and leave my job to where I can really focus on my business or my passive income and growing it even further from there full time. I know a lot of you is like, well, if I could only just work on my business full time or work on growing my income full time, I know I could just take it to the next level. So at some point, your job actually becomes, a liability. It actually becomes, more costly to you to stay at the job rather than leave it, because if you left your job, you could make so much more income and grow your income so much more with all that time freedom that you'd free up to really then focus on what you're passionate about and focus on growing your income even more. And that's a key, is to know when that balance is, to say, hey, my job is costing me money, to where I know if I just left that job and focused full-time on my business or growing my income, I could make so much more and grow that into a lot more. And so that's a decision that you need to make. I suggest, you also have a little bit of an emergency fund in another account, just in case, for a rainy day, right? A little bit of a savings for you to fall back on. Now, some people say that, I mean, and the minimum you want there is $1,000, $2,000, something like that. But some people suggest, and some financial experts suggest, that not to leave your job until you have at least 3 months of your monthly budget expenses in the bank as your savings emergency fund as well. Just to fall back on that, hey, if anything happened, I have 3 months of savings there that could pay my bills for 3 months while I work on increasing my income even further, growing that income up, or whatever I need to do to grow that income to accomplish and pay for all of your expenses on the monthly basis. Now, this is something where you're going to have to use your own judgment on, right? Because it was something for me that when we initially were first getting ready to leave our job, we had to decide, hey, if I left my job, I was in the state and I was in the position where I knew I was making great money online. We were making money that could replace our income, and I knew that if I left my job, I could just grow it that much more, because I was spending all this time, 40, 50 hours a week on this job, and I knew if I had freed that up to work on my business, I could grow my business and grow my results and my passive income all that much more, and that time that I would have waited saving up that 3 to 6 months of expenses, I could have spent all those 40 hours per week on my business, really accomplishing that next level of results. So, where it's probably the most wise, so I'm going to give you 2 answers. The most wise answer is wait until you've consistently replaced your income through whatever business or passive income that you have. You've replaced your job income on a consistent basis, whatever you bring home from your job, for 3 to 6 months, at least 3 months on a consistent basis, so that you're replacing that. And then the next part is have 3 months of your expenses in a savings account and bank, and then you probably know, hey, I'm good to go to leave my job and then grow my business full time from there. Now that is the most wise answer for you, and the coaching of you to take that and implement that. But I want to tell you what I did, because I was antsy to just leave my job. I did not wait until I had the 3 to 6 months of expenses, because I knew for me, and maybe it would have been the most wise for me to, but it actually really worked out well for me doing it the way that I did it, where I just did it to where when we were replacing our income, I knew we were replacing our income and able to replace our income with our online business for what I was making with my job. I just left, because I knew that all that time I was spending, wasting, that was costing me on my job, I could free up and do what I was passionate about. I also, did not like trading all my time for my money in my job. I got to where I couldn't do that anymore. I needed to be home for my wife as well. My wife was dealing with some health issues as well, and I just needed to be not trading that time for money anymore to help her, to help take care of our kids and our family. And that was one of the big motivating factors for us, is because I needed to help take care of my family. So for me in my life situation, I just waited until my business was at the point where I was, able to make the same amount of income, if not more, and I was making even more in some months than I was in my job. So then I was like, or at least that amount. And I didn't wait until I had this huge, massive emergency fund, and I was like, okay, I'm out of here. I'm leaving this job, because I know that if I then take all that time and effort that I had and energy and had that time freedom to live life on my terms and focus on my business, I knew I could grow my income and my passive income and even my savings and accomplish my financial goals much faster and really increase the path of success. So I know that was a long way and a lot of advice there, but I hope that answers your questions. For those of you that are asking and wondering, hey, when's the right time to be able to step away from my full-time job and completely have the freedom to live life on my terms? And I wanted to just congratulate you and say I'm super excited for you, and say that you can do this. If you guys are still in your job and you're just starting out, I want you to know you can do this. I remember when I was just dreaming about, hey, what if, and seeing other people accomplish freedom in their life to where they were literally replacing their income online through passive income or online businesses, and they were replacing their income and leaving their jobs, and they even had wife and kids or they were singles doing it, and young people doing it. You know, I've even seen teenagers, 17-year-olds, you know, making a great income, just living life on their terms. And I was like, man, if they can do it, I can do it too. And we were able to accomplish that just because we focused on that and we worked towards it. And so I want you guys to know that whether you're just starting off now, or you've been working online, or you've been working on your business and you're trying to replace your full-time job income to just live life on your terms, do what you're passionate about, you can totally do it, guys. And we totally believe in you. We were able to accomplish it, and I know you can too. And I'm super excited, and I hope this answered your question. Go after it. Make sure you define your monthly budget and you define that goal, and just go after it. And know that as long as you put that consistent work ethic in, you're going to make it a reality. You're going to become, you're going to make your dreams of living life on your terms and leaving your job become a reality. It's just a matter of time. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when, because you're going to make it happen. So take this video to encourage you and as a guide, and think about that. You know, make sure you have a clear picture of what you need to replace your income, and go out there and make that happen with your business and stuff. And I also want to go ahead and invite you guys to our freedomlifenow.com website, where we're actually, and I'm going to put a link below in the description, we want to give you a free gift. And I want to invite you to our free Freedom Life Now toolkit that literally shows you exactly how, with video content, with training, amazing content that shows you exactly how we have created over $4,000 per month in passive income online to live life on our terms and travel as a family, and just, you know, been able to leave our 9-to-5 jobs and create the life that we truly dreamed about. And we're continually taking that to the next level. And in this toolkit, I share exactly how we have done that online, and exactly how you can get started today doing the same thing and making passive income online as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put the link below. Go ahead and get access as a free gift from us to that free Freedom Life Now toolkit. And I hope to see you in the next video. If this was, you know, really provided some value for you, please, you know, we really appreciate you if you'd go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel, so that you also get more content like that we have of this, you know, video content on this topic and other topics about making money online, or living a life of freedom, or traveling. We have tons of content on even motivation, just tons of things that we have coming out with our YouTube channel here. So go ahead and subscribe so you're notified, and you make sure that you check those videos out. And with that, just thanks for watching, and I'm super excited for you to make your dreams become your reality this year. And with that, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.